Hello, dear children. I'm your science teacher, Yasmin Nam. Do you know, we often hear and use the term environment in our daily lives. But what is it? All does our environment include? We will discuss this and many more things related to the environment in this chapter. So, we are going to begin our new chapter, and that is knowing our environment. Anything that surrounds us is known as environment. Okay, the word environ means to surround. So let's begin. The natural surroundings or conditions in which a person, an animal, or a plant, birds, lives is called its environment. Okay, our environment basically includes all living and non-living things present on the earth and like air, water, plants, animals, microbes, etc. So, as I have told you that the earth comprises of sunlight, air, water and land, these are the non-living things or abiotic components which provide sustenance to different living forms. Okay, so our environment can be divided into two: living things, that is biotic components, and that includes plants, animals, birds, human beings. Non-living things, it is abiotic components such as sunlight, water, air, land. The living components, as I told you, of the environment are called biotic components. These biotic components are further broadly divided into three categories. The first one is producers, organisms that produce their own food in the presence of sunlight, just like photosynthesis is known as producers. Next is consumers, organisms that cannot make food and depend on other organisms are known as consumers. The third part of this biotic component is decomposers, organisms that break down the remains of the dead animals and plants. Let us discuss in detail all these three categories. The first one is producers. Now look at this. Plants are producers since they produce their own food. You must have learned uh, in your classes, lower classes, that about photosynthesis, how a plant produce its own food. But to prepare its own food, they need sunlight, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water. Okay, so they need non-living things. These all things, sunlight, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, are non-living things. So they need non-living things to produce their food. Producers or autotrophs are, auto means self and troph means nourishment. So you see, children, that producers are the plants which produce. They are called producers because they produce their own food. The next category comes of consumers. Animals and humans that cannot make their own food and depend on other living things for their food are known as consumers. Consumers include all living things that include plants and animals. ओके, कंज्यूमर्स जो हैं वो डिपेंड करते हैं अपने फूड के लिए दूसरे एनिमल्स पर और प्लांट्स पर. ओके, and we are one of the consumers. Okay, the next category is of decomposers. Now pay attention, children. The remains of dead animals and plants disappear because, why do they disappear? Because they become food for decomposers like bacteria, fungi, and other microscopic organisms known as microbes. Okay, they break down and remains of dead animals and plants into nutrients, okay, which are important for the soil. These nutrients present in the soil are then absorbed by plants to produce food again. Okay, so they are known as decomposers. Now, what is the relationship between abiotic and biotic components? See, there is interdependence between abiotic and biotic components of the environment. Okay, see, animals, they feed on plants for food. Okay, and plants depend on nature for sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water vapor and water to prepare their food. So look how the relationship is occurring between the two, biotic and abiotic. Now, biotic, as you know, components, okay, and abiotic contents components. As I have explained you, abiotic जो है वो नॉन लिविंग है, जैसे कि सनलाइट, ऑक्सीजन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वाटर. ठीक है, ये नॉन लिविंग है और प्लांट्स को ग्रो करने के लिए ये सारी चीजों की जरूरत होती है. और ये इन टर्न ये प्लांट्स को कौन कंज्यूम कर जाता है? ऑफ कोर्स एनिमल्स, है ना. सो ये चेन बन जाती है. एंड व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन द एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स डाई? व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन द एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स डाई? They decomposers reduce their dead bodies into nutrients. ठीक है, जो अंदर just look at the picture, ये एक dead animal की bones है और grass भी है, dead grass भी है, that is plant. Okay, ये decomposers जो हैं, जैसे बैक्टीरिया, फंगाई जो decomposers हैं, वो इन चीजों को क्या करते हैं? डेड बॉडीज ऑफ एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स, इनको न्यूट्रिएंट्स में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं एंड रिटर्न देम टू द सॉइल. ठीक है, तो ये जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स अंदर बना देते हैं, ये प्लांट की ग्रोथ में फिर से मदद करते हैं और फिर प्लांट ग्रो हो जाता है. तो इस तरह से ये साइकिल बनता है. Thus, the nutrients taken up by the biotic factors from the abiotic environment are ultimately returned back to the environment. Now, some of the human activities are reducing the quality of environment. They are deforestation, industrialization, and many more. Now, let us discuss about deforestation. Deforestation means cutting or clearing of trees of a large area for the facilitation of human activities. Due to this, the imbalance is created in nature. This imbalance leads to frequent floods, soil erosion, increase in pollution, reduction in fertility of land, and many more problems. What's industrialization? Development of a large number of industries to make life comfortable and improve the standard of living is adversely affecting the environment. The waste from the industries, which is disposed into water bodies, is killing aquatic animals and harming human health. Now, what is the impact of all this pollution on human health? Okay, air, types of pollution, you all know that air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, and soil pollution. All these types of pollution are affecting our human health. How? See, air pollution is a mixture of gases in the air, which is which is which comes from the factories, which are which are which are developing for our comfortable life, right? So the source of air pollution is natural and man-made. Okay, the man-made is the chemicals, the gases which are released from the factories. Fine. And the natural air pollution that occurs because of this dead animals. Okay, the decay of the animals and plants. Okay, that is the natural pollution, air pollution. Some of the common health problems are due to this. Air pollution, health problems occur, and those some of them are asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, and lung cancer. Water pollution. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies. Usually, it is the result of human activities It causes diseases like dysentery, cholera, and even mental disorders. Noise pollution, again, it is also have adverse effect on our health. Noise pollution is responsible for permanent and temporary deafness apart from the lack of concentration. So we have to conserve our environment. Conservation of environment. Protection or restoration of natural environment is known as conservation. A few ways to protect the environment I mentioned below here. Like you can protect your environment, plant more and more trees, save water and electricity, reduce the use of chemical fertilizers, manage industrial waste sensibly. So we should follow all these steps to protect our green environment, to protect ourselves. Okay, thank you.